Hi guys, in this video I want to show you how to configure OpenVPN on Tails operating system inside a virtual machine. Since I haven't found anything on the internet about it, at least something that works, most of the cases it is directly to live operating system. And so I decided to share this video with you and show you how to do it and how to get some extra security level before you are trying to access Tor, whatever reason is, like if you go to dark web or to just want to keep your privacy and anonymity higher as much as possible. I think it is always safe to put some extra layer of security before, such as VPN, of course, with provider that you trust. And by default, Tails, you can't configure VPN on it, since the developer think it is not good for security for some reasons. But again, I think always I recommend to put to configure VPN on it. So before we start, let me show you a few topologies about that, how does it works, and we will start over. So you can see we have few setups here. The first setup, this is what I'm gonna show you in this video. So it's very simple. You have your host operating system, which is connected through a VPN, which is one hop, which is go to Tails virtual machine. And in Tails virtual machine, all the traffic will go through a VPN and then to Tor and then go to outside world. And so that in case if something happened to Tor, if it is got compromised, if it is for any reason something happens, they will see the VPN first. I mean, if there is no VPN here, for example, so if something happened or someone could phish you, so it will get your real IP address in case you don't have VPN. Tails developer again say that you don't need VPN, just go through Tor. It is bad idea to go through Tor only. It is not safe, and people already got hacked, and such a lot of scenarios like that already happen. There are more some advanced setups that require some knowledge, if it is Linux, if it is Bash scripts, if it is how to configure a fake access point and all those kind of things, and SSH server. It is takes some, and routing, of course. It is it's a little bit more complex to do, but it is exist. So usually I use that setup. Of course, again, so we have the host operating system through a VPN, which there is some virtual machine here. It's going to be anything like Ubuntu or Debian. On this virtual machine, there is some fake access point installed over, of course, VPN, and the spoofed with spoofed MAC address. In fact, it is external Wi-Fi card which is connected to the virtual machine, and actually we use that for fake access point, and of course through a VPN. All the traffic go through this VPN, through this access point. And then we have Tails virtual machine with another wireless card, and by default, Tails spoof the MAC address automatically. And then we have another VPN, which is Tails connected, and then we are connected to Tor and outside the world. So in fact, we have here 3 hops before you reach Tor and before you reach, of course, the internet. This is very advanced, it's very complex, it takes some time to configure all of it, but it is really, actually it's very fun if you like to just challenge yourself and try to make some complex configurations, or you're just paranoid and you want to uh, keep your privacy and anonymity high as much as possible. It is the right configuration for you. And of course, as you can see, you can make it more and more complex, such as connect Wi-Fi card and such to use Tails live operating system. In fact, it is the safest way because Tails live operating system through a USB stick is the most secure, since it is leave no trace. And in fact, in this configuration, you need two pieces, since you have the host and virtual machine with fake access point. This is one computer, and the second computer is which you need to boot to take live operating system, and then install the VPN, and of course connect to this fake access point, and then access the internet. But I don't like to boot. I'm too lazy for that. And so if you're like me, so of course you can use virtual machine, which is nice. So take a note. All this configuration you see, doesn't matter how many hops you're gonna put there, how many VPNs. First, you must make sure that you trust your VPN providers. This is very important one. Usually the purchase one are the best, depend on the services. I have left on the description few links if you want to sign in to some VPS services. And the most important thing, there is not 100% safe. It does not exist. I mean, if your adversary is powerful and has the right resources and the budget to do it, and if he want to find you, he will find you. You just can make his life harder to find you with all those configurations. Again, it depends on the circumstances. So you must aware the consequence. So before we start, just to show you that we are going to take these tails and force all the traffic through this VPN server to this tunnel, and only then the tunnel will go to Tor. So if Tor gets compromised, you are here, so you're fine, you are safe, your real IP will not be there. Let's assume we didn't put VPN here. Of course, you can put VPN from the host to the virtual machine. It is also recommended, highly recommended, to put it another VPN here. But in this video, we're going to show that one with here. So if you got compromised, you have the VPN. Another thing which I like, which is make it more secure, if the VPN die for any reason, then no more connection here. The connection will die, no more Ethernet. You will not be able to access to the Ethernet until the VPN will be on. So let's get started. So it is our tail using VirtualBox. It is working the best. And in this case, of course, make sure that you have the latest version of Tails. So before we start, we will have to add administrator password in order to make that happen. Let's add it and let's start Tails. So until it will start, I want to show you that as you can see here, it is my PuTTY in Windows, which I already configured OpenVPN over here, as you can see. From here, we're going to download the VPN host and start to work with that. So what we're going to do is first is open the terminal, and we're going to download first the OpenVPN file. So let's go like that. So the CSCP root, and it is 79.32.242 root, which is the main directory, and the name of the OpenVPN file. And this dot is mean actually download it to this specific directory. Let's start it. Yes, and we gonna put the password of the VPN server, SSH server, and we downloaded it. So it is the first step. Second step, we go to application and then we go to system tools and syntactic package manager. We put the password we need here. And now it will start to download the packages. I will stop the video until we're done. It will take a few minutes and we will keep doing it forward. So it is done downloading it. Let's see what is going on here. So as you can see now, you will have to choose not installed and then you just search and then open VPN. Scroll a little bit down and you need to choose that, and so network manager, OpenVPN, LDAP radius, and resolved. Mark for installation, mark, and then you do apply and apply. It will take a few minutes too, even less. I will stop the video and we come back when it's done. So it is done installing it. So we're gonna close it, make it over here. Now we'll have to make a few configurations. So we go to sudo gedit etc firm.conf. We put our password here. And as you can see here, it is opened. We need to find out the whitelist local resources, as you can see over here. So we do enter, tab, little spaces to be over here, and I'm gonna download this line, the ADDR. Now we need the IP address. The IP address, hang on a second, let's open second terminal. And as you can see here is our tails. We can do cut tails. And over here, as you can see here, we have what we need. So we can, so the ADDR 7932.242. And the next thing is the type of the protocol. So it is proto UDP. As you can see here, it is proto UDP. And the port we need, so it is D port, and our port is 1194. So it's 1194. And now we're gonna add the root permission. So we open this and we see mode owner, UID owner, root, accept, and that's what. Now this IP address, this port will be allowed, will be the first IP address that will be able to route all the traffic. But before, we need to do one more thing. We scroll down a bit and we need to find this line. Tor is allowed to do anything it is wants to. And in here, you're gonna make outer face ton 0, which is mean these two words say that everything that now gonna go through this tunnel, doesn't matter what. If this tunnel will be down, you won't be able to access to internet. Doesn't matter what you're gonna do. It is safe. If you will delete it, if you just delete it and save it, you will be able to connect to the VPN. But if the VPN will fall, you will have the real IP address of your host machine. So let's go for that configuration, because I think it is much more safer. If the tunnel will go down, the internet will go down as well. So let's save it. After we save it, we see here the configuration. That's great. Let's close it. And now we need to reset it. So we're gonna do sudo etc Wait a second, where is that? It's going to be init.d firm restart. Let's put the password. So we see here, great, it is restarting. Now we don't have internet anymore until the the OpenVPN tunnel will be up. So let's go over here. Let's do white settings. Let's get started. Let's do plus VPN, import from file, tails, open, HUD, and let's launch it. So as you can see over here that it is ready. Let's go to, now don't worry about that. It means that actually this onion thing, there is no Ethernet because we force all the traffic to go through the tunnel. I mean, if we go the clear, look at IP route, you can see here the default route is this IP address through this tunnel in metric 50. It means all the traffic first will go over here. This one is really not matter to us. So let's check that out and go to Tor. We won't be able to check the IP address because we can enable the unsafe browser, since when we do this method, it shows like there is no Ethernet. But let's check now Tor. Let's get it started. We can also see we show you that through TCP dump. One second. Now, as you can see here, there is Tor here. Started. You can see tails. It's going to be started. I just want to show you the Tor check. Let's do Tor check over here. And as you can see, the configuration Tor is ready. You can go wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. Dock, for example. You have the internet access over here. So, for example, if let's say, for example, the tails went down, the VPN went down. Let's try Tor check, see if something happened here. Well, in fact, we don't have really internet. As you can see, dock, nothing is here. We just do that until they show us there is not Ethernet connection. That means we don't have any connection until we go through this VPN. Let's get it back. Connect. Let's do some refresh, maybe. Tor check now. Let's do it again. Tor check. So you can see duck is come back, and we have here configuration. This means it works. Now, if I go to my PATI, to my Linux server, I can show you that if you go to TCP dump in order to see what is going on this traffic, you can see here TCP dump, and let's just go to some website. You're gonna see that all this traffic is going through this tunnel, through this server, which I configured the OpenVPN one, and you can see that everything goes through here. For whatever reason is, I don't know where, but you can see that the traffic works. So what we had here, basically, this was really, really simple. We forced all the traffic through tails to go through this tunnel, to go through through Tor, and if it is fail, the connection will fall as well. If Tor get compromised, you will have this VPN on. And if you want to restart everything, just close or restart tails. You will start again from scratch. And that's it. Thank you for watching my video, and I will be glad if you will subscribe. I will be able to upload more videos like that. And if you see more advanced configuration in order to access the darknet, or just keep your anonymity and privacy higher as much as possible with some tricks and more technologies, let me know. Thank you very much and have a nice day.